Heading into the World Athletics Relays in the Bahamas, most of the attention was focused on traditional relay powers. Jamaica arrived with Olympic qualification on the line. France had experience and depth. Both nations were expected to control the race. But by the end of the night, it was Poland that completely changed the conversation. And the most fascinating part wasn't simply that Poland won. It was how they did it. In this video, we revisit one of the most surprising relay performances of the 2024 track and field season. Because beneath the final result was a relay performance built on precision, discipline, and one of the most composed anchor legs of the entire competition.
They can do it. Up 400 meters, it's a different story, but oh, I love it. It's possible, and that's really cool.
The 49.48 split for Natalia really is something. I'm going to try and look up the split from the mixed relay earlier on as well, if I can find that information, which I'm just looking for now, while we're looking at the Spanish team. Just a brilliant performance. The Germans here. Rashida Adelake's split earlier on was 49.64. So she's run 2 49-second legs in the space of an hour and a half or so.
Wow. Wow. What can I say about that? That's crazy.
That is absolutely mad.
She's in a really good form then, and that's nice in the Olympic area.
Again, just briefly scrolling down the lists. I can't, off the top of my head, see anybody else who ran a sub-50 female leg in the mixed relay earlier on either. For example, the fastest American was Lina Roby-Jackson with 50.03. So, yeah, that just, again, puts us into some perspective. But here are the Polish team. Marika Popovic-Drapala will lead them off. There is Cherokee Young to get things moving for Jamaica. This event, Jamaica, the world silver medalist, the Olympic bronze medalists. Botswana, they will go in lane 8. They have Nancy Botswani on the first leg. Again, the Jamaican squad, you look at those who've been at major championships before in this team today. They've got Janelle Bromfield, Renisha McGregor as well, part of the Olympic bronze medal winning team. Janine Russell is also here, but isn't in this lineup today. But Bromfield and McGregor, two of the Jamaican lineup, who are part of that Olympic bronze medal winning team. The Olympic silver medalist Poland with Natalia Kaczmarek. Haven't seen Justyna Święty-Estetich in either of the Polish teams today. She is here on the squad, but so far not selected for either of those. We will have 8 teams qualified in every single event by the end of play here. Sarah and Rahab Dirangu. Kenya, the African Championships silver medalists from the last staging of that event. They go in 2. But Jamaica and Poland would be the favourites on paper in this one. France and Germany looking to get themselves involved in those top 2 positions. The last heat was an absolute cakewalk for the leading 2. Will this one be a little bit more competitive? So Cherokee Young, one from the right-hand side for Jamaica. And again, good target for Marika Popovic-Drapala of Poland. Jamaica already closing down on Botswana outside them. Poland sticking pretty closely to them down the back straight, and also France on their inside. On the opening leg, Shana Grebo. Those 3 at the moment have opened up quite a sizable gap on the rest. Germany struggling to stay in contention through this first 300 metres with Luna Baumann. France might just about have the advantage at the moment as the stagger will unwind. Poland finishing strongly though with Popovic-Drapala. Cherokee Young about to hand on to Ashley Williams, just rallying slightly Jamaica towards the end of their leg. And almost a blanket between the 3 of them there. Let's see as the stagger unwinds, as France look to have the advantage possibly on the inside, but Jamaica have gone out quickly on this second leg with Ashley Williams. She's opened up a gap.
France is really doing really good because she is closing the gap to Jamaica into, like, next to Poland. That's really good. If she can keep going on Poland, it will be really good for France.
Jamaica. Poland's second leg runner, Kinga Gatska, coming up onto the shoulder now of Ashley Williams. France still right in contention with Fanny Cartier. And also we're seeing Spain reattach themselves to the leading three. Good leg from Berta Segura has thrown them into contention. Jamaica paying the price for that fast first 200 metres, tying up. And in the end, Poland opened up a 5-metre advantage at the handover from France, and Jamaica, having had a commanding lead, now back in third.
France is doing really, really good because she's closing the gap to Holland, but she needs to watch out for the last 100 meters because you never know when luck is coming, but she's trying to go for it.
Alicia Vrona-Kotepska has been passed by France, and Diana Iskay, Janelle Bromfield using her experience up onto the shoulder, but Poland are rallying, managing to cut off Jamaica there, coming into the home straight. Spain in fourth, and the rest are miles behind. So only 2 places up for grabs. This could be a thrilling final leg. France again chasing the passport to Paris and the home Olympics. Poland, France and Jamaica and Spain have some work to do. The baton with Poland is in the hand of Natalia Kaczmarek, the world silver medalist, running her second leg of the evening. France, Camille Seri in second position, and for Jamaica it's Renisha McGregor. Kaczmarek having a little look across to the screen at that end of the arena to see if she's managing to open up any kind of gap. Charlene Maudsley was able to hang on really strongly for Ireland despite it being her second race of the evening. Kaczmarek's going to be asked those questions now, but only if Renisha McGregor for Jamaica overcome that gap. Poland and France at the moment have got some clear water. Has McGregor got anything left for Jamaica? France just starting to tie up, but McGregor I don't think is going to reel her in. And Kaczmarek, looking every inch as strong as you'd expect the world silver medalist to do, sends Poland to Paris. France there as well. And Jamaica, not for the first time this evening, will have to come back tomorrow.
What a great race for France. Like from the beginning to the end, it was so strong. All these girls are all running really fast. I'm curious about their time because it was really good.
Well, we'll have a look at the splits in due course, but Poland again taking a percentage call there with their team to, when you've got somebody who is clearly your best 400-metre runner and she says I can do 2 legs for you, it's no problem, I can run the anchor twice. That gamble paid off because they weren't in a commanding position when she got the baton, but she made it look easy in the end.
The women's 4x400 relay qualification round in Nassau carried enormous stakes. The top 2 teams from each heat would automatically qualify for the Olympic Games and advance to the World Relays final. There was no room for mistakes. Every exchange mattered. Every meter mattered. And from the opening leg, Poland immediately looked different. Not necessarily faster. More controlled. That distinction became critical. The first thing that stood out was Poland's rhythm through the opening stages. While several teams aggressively attacked the first 200 meters, Poland avoided unnecessary acceleration. Their athletes stayed relaxed through the backstretch, preserving efficiency while maintaining contact with the leaders. That may sound like a small detail. It wasn't. In the 400 meters, tension is expensive. The more energy athletes waste fighting the race early, the more they pay for it later. Poland understood that. And this is where the race quietly began to change. Their baton exchanges were exceptionally clean. No visible hesitation. No dramatic reaching. No late adjustments. Just smooth acceleration into the exchange zone. At the elite level, even a slight interruption in momentum can cost valuable tenths of a second. Poland eliminated those losses almost entirely. Meanwhile, some of their rivals were forced into subtle stride adjustments entering the exchanges. The mistake looked small, but it changed everything. Each adjustment briefly disrupts velocity. Each disruption forces athletes to rebuild momentum. And over 4 legs, those tiny losses accumulate. By the halfway point, Poland had already established control of the race. The split times told the story. They reached 400 meters in approximately 52.10 seconds and crossed 800 meters in 1 minute and 43.42 seconds, maintaining both pace and structure throughout the relay. There was no panic, no rushing, just execution. France remained within striking distance. Jamaica was still dangerous, but the pressure had started to shift. Now Poland wasn't chasing the race. Everyone else was chasing Poland. And that changes relay psychology completely. Once athletes begin running from behind, decision-making becomes more difficult. Stride patterns become less natural. Runners start forcing moves instead of allowing the race to develop. That often leads to tightening mechanics, shorter relaxation phases, reduced efficiency, exactly the kind of mistakes elite teams wait for. Then came the final leg, and this is where Natalia Kaczmarek took over. By 2024, Kaczmarek had already established herself as one of Europe's most respected 400-meter runners. Her reputation wasn't built solely on speed. It was built on composure. And that composure became the defining factor of a race. Watch her body position. Her posture remained remarkably stable. Her shoulders stayed relaxed. Her arm carriage remained compact and efficient. Nothing looked rushed. Everything looked controlled. While other athletes appeared to be fighting the race, Kaczmarek looked like she was managing it. That difference is enormous over the final 100 meters of a relay. Elite 400-meter racing becomes a battle against mechanical breakdown. The athletes who maintain form longest usually win. Kaczmarek maintained hers beautifully. Every stride looked connected. Every movement remained economical. And as France and Jamaica attempted to close the gap, Poland never gave them the opening they needed. That was the moment everything changed. Not because of a dramatic surge, not because of a spectacular comeback, but because Poland refused to make mistakes. They crossed the line in 3 minutes and 27.11 seconds, securing victory in their heat ahead of France's 3 minutes and 28.06 seconds, while Jamaica was left outside the automatic qualification positions with 3 minutes and 29.03 seconds. On paper, the margin wasn't enormous, but tactically, the difference was significant. Poland had controlled the race from start to finish, and that performance carried momentum into the final, where they would eventually secure silver behind the United States. What makes this relay so fascinating is that it challenges one of the biggest myths in track and field. The fastest team does not always win. The most talented team does not always win. Sometimes the team that wins is simply the team that executes better. Poland's victory was a masterclass in relay fundamentals: clean exchanges, disciplined pacing, technical efficiency, and absolute trust between teammates. At the championship level, races are rarely decided by effort alone. They are decided by the ability to remain composed when everyone else feels pressure. And in Nassau, while others chased the moment, Poland controlled it. In the end, the difference was not talent. It was precision. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth race analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and the latest updates from the world of track and field. Stay tuned, and see you in the next video.